Good afternoon. We're here today at Perkiomen Valley High School, and I'm with school board member, Pottstown school board member, Mrs. Laura Johnson. Laura, what brings us here today?
Well, we are here to support Governor Wolf's fair funding budget proposal, and he proposed that we would fully fund all schools without taking away any funding from any of the schools in the Commonwealth at all. So everything's to gain. And we're able to do that now without even raising taxes because of the budget surplus. So we are pushing hard for fair funding.
So in a school district like Pottstown that has been underfunded for a number of years by at least $13 million a year, what would this mean to us?
So we would be able to support teachers better, have as many of the teachers as we need, as well as pay them adequately. We would be able to give our students the programs that they need. We have a low number of AP courses and a low number of extra co-curriculars. And just other opportunities for students. So we would be able to offer them what they need. For example, we haven't been able to have full-time guidance counselors in our elementary buildings, and that is something that we would be able to sustain long-term if we had this funding. It also would allow us to potentially even reduce taxes for our community, because districts that are severely underfunded tend to have high tax rates. This funding would actually allow us to go in the opposite direction.
So in particular, in terms of direct effect on students, when we talk about social emotional learning, and clearly students coming back now and teachers coming back from over a year of COVID and what that has done both educationally and psychologically to people, the need for more support in that area would be very, very important.
Absolutely.
And in a district like ours who struggle with being able to provide even minimum types of foreign language offerings for students, and as you mentioned, AP courses, advanced placement
music,
yep. All of those things we would be able to benefit. And for the people who have no children, one of the things they are going to hear that you said is reduced taxes. And in the borough of Pottstown, which ranks in the top 12 in the state of taxpayer effort, meaning how much we pay in taxes compared to what we are capable of paying, where our median family income is about $42,000 a year, hearing that we can reduce taxes and still do all of these things would be very positive. So that part's been true all along, that we need money to do those things. Tell us, remind us again, in the governor's budget, what makes this more palatable for all of the other districts that perhaps don't have any of those problems?
So all across the Commonwealth, some districts are getting less than their fair share of state funding. Even for districts that tend to be more affluent, they're still carrying a heavier burden than they should, equitably speaking. So even though they might not be as harmed right now, they're still carrying that, and that still affects their community. What makes this palatable right now for the governor to move this plan through is because we actually have a budget surplus. It means that no state tax would need to be raised to pay for it, and he structured his plan in a way from the beginning that no district loses money, because just like some districts are getting less than their fair share, some districts have been getting more, and there hasn't been a politically feasible way to deal with that, because nobody wants to take money away from anyone. This plan infuses the budget with enough money in order to keep all districts getting at least what they got last year, and raises those who are getting less than their fair share up to an equitable level.
For all of the districts that have benefited from what is commonly referred to as hold harmless, they remain harmless. They remain
held harmless effectively.
So it sounds like one of those rare opportunities where everybody can win. So that's a great reason for us to support this budget.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we look forward to hearing what you have to say today.
Thank you.